Okay, so episode 2 of still trying to win a champ tourney. This is a threes tournament, and we're in the semifinals. This time, I really felt like we had a shot. My teammates Landusky, Last Lastisky. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and Swoozy. These guys were really good. As far as like scoring and like rotations and solid defense, these guys had really carried me in game 1 and 2. I mean, I only scored like one goal in game 1. I didn't score at all in game 2. Kind of was more like playing assist and getting some 50s here and there and some nice saves. Game 3, we faced a pretty good team. I had a bunch of crazy saves. I think I ended the game with like 4 saves. And, sometimes the game doesn't always count all of your saves. Like if you just 50 a shot, it won't really count it as a save. But anyways, so we make it to the semifinals here, and this team was pretty good. This is actually the end of game 1. Basically, what keeps happening to me, guys, is I make it to either the semifinals, like this case right here, or I make it to the finals, and then like I made it to the finals in a 2v2 champ tourney, and then we ran into a GC kind of for some reason he was in a champ tourney. I think my champ tourney rank is like champ 2, so I could be placed in with like a GC who hasn't been doing good in GC tournaments, but they're still grand champ. But yeah, or they're on like they're trying to boost their friend. Like they could even be GC in tournaments, and like let's say their friend that they're playing with is really low in champ or really high in diamond, it'll put them in a champ tournament. And then that's how I ended up facing that other team. So yeah, I've gotten second in a champ tournament. And here we do end up placing like third. And the reason why I say we placed third and not 3-4 is because the other team that would have placed 3-4 got absolutely destroyed by the first place team. So I'm just going to go ahead and say we played third. So the main game I want to focus on here is game 2, which is what we are starting now. This game I really popped off. I'll be honest with you that my two teammates had been doing super good at like passing plays between each other, and like I'm talking about really high level passing plays and really nice scores between themselves. So like a lot of the scoring throughout the tournament was I'd say about 70% was them and me just kind of being a solid teammate. But this game I personally really pop off. I wanted to show you guys this game just because like it's game sense. I feel like my game sense was really on point this game. So obviously we're just rotating back. I'm push up to play second man. The reason I don't go for that ball is because I know Swoozy's behind me. Just gonna try to bang it towards net, maybe bounce off backboard. Boom, easy goal. I am on my second account here. My second account is not necessarily a Smurf account. My second account is like 100 MMR, literally in like every game mode, if not the exact same MMR in most ranks. So it's literally just like a second account. I do whiff that majorly there. One thing I realized after this tournament was that I normally play on 109 FOV and 270 distance, but I think I was playing around with my settings in free play, and I forgot to switch back my settings to basically I was on 280 distance instead of 270. So I do have some random whiffs here and there. It's mainly because my car is further back than I think it's supposed to. You get what I'm saying? Like my car is further back than what I'm used to it being, so it causes like some whiffs like in certain aerials. But that doesn't necessarily stop me. Get a shot on net there. This team that we're facing here, I mean, I'll be honest with you, they are really good as far as like defense goes, and they're pretty good at offense. They're really good at offensive pressure. I recorded it, but I meant to include it like before this game too. But this this team that we're facing now just had way more like possession and way more possession and just offensive pressure than we had. There, yeah, I honestly meant to shoot it, but it ended up working perfectly anyways as like a fake slash pass. So I win this kickoff. If that teammate wants to go for that middle boost, I'm gonna let him since he's first man there. Just rotate back, kind of get a bad 50. Nice little save. So here's the thing that one kind of completely, that was kind of my fault. What happened there is I didn't think he was going to get that double tap pass there. I thought that, you know, he was just going to bounce it off the wall and then somebody was going to be shading up mid to get the shot. So I played for just a single pass, if that makes sense. And he ended up getting that double tap and that caught us so off guard. Yeah, that definitely should have been a goal, but no worries. I do get it back here in a second. Just whiffs all over the place. See, like that one, like I 50'd that shot and it didn't count as a save. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna pop off this game. I promise you. In a little bit. You just have to chill. Chill, daddy. If you guys know what meme I'm talking about, then shout out to you. Another thing I will say about this game, on top of, you know, me whiffing, because my settings are different than what I thought they were at, than what I usually play, is I am playing a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we're in the semifinals. You know, this is something that I've been trying to win a champ tourney for, you know, a few weeks now, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I feel like we have a really good shot here, and this team is already 1 game up on us, so I am nervous, you know what I mean? Oh, so that play right there, so like you see, I meant to call that one out. So that play, I kind of knew what was going to happen before it happened. I was like, these guys are just going to keep pouncing it off the wall, you know what I mean? I just got to wait for their touches and then it should be an open net, and sure enough, that's what happened. I have to get that touch there just because at this level of like gameplay, if you do not get some kind of touch there, they're going to instantly shoot it at your goal. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why, like, even right there, like, it was important not to double commit because I know Swoozy was there, so I'm just gonna chill and wait just in case he misses it or misreads the bounce or something like that. I'm there as like the secondary layer of protection. So he's gonna push up, I fall back to third. That's an easy game. I ended up getting MVP there. I think highest score in this out of this game. Lasky Dasky. Okay, it's Lasky Dasky, my bad. It's in Swoozy. So both these guys are really solid. I obviously would not have been able to make it to the semifinals without them. Lasky happened to mention that he had been feeling like he was playing like crap in this semifinals, and you know, we just tried to tell him, you know, we got this. Tried to reassure him, but it did kind of hurt our team a little bit since that guy was the main guy. Well, one of the main guys on our team scoring a crap ton of goals. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pick up the slack, try to bang one on net there. This is what I'm saying. Like, you know, this team is really good. Look, like that first shot. That first shot really should have been a goal, but that was such a nice backward save. But you know, thankfully, I'm there to get the read and still get the goal. So yeah, obviously this is game 3 in our semifinals. So if we win this, we take home the tournament. Nice shot by Swoozy. I just massively win the kickoff there and get us a easy goal. I don't know what Morny was doing right there in the corner. He was asleep. Get another kickoff win. Unfortunately, one of their guys is just ready for it. There's nothing really much I could do with that ball. Just try to go to net. I'm going to sit there. Ooh. Yeah, that was probably my fault. Bad read on me, but thankfully, you know, my teammates are pretty cracked. And so that one, I honestly blame myself for that one because I know I saw Swoozy go up, but I should have been up to block that corner. So that's my fault. Just slow, late reaction, you know, low processing. I also should have been faster on that. Like if I would have cheated up there, that would have been a goal. No doubt. I feel like that's a problem at even like Champ 1. If you're not soft cheating, I mean, unless like it's a fake play or like to the corner play, but if you're not soft cheating like 80-90% of the time, you're doing it wrong. I promise you. Unless the only reason not to is if your teammate is losing kickoffs like horribly. Like if you notice your teammate is losing kickoffs like horribly, like it's going, you know, backwards behind your teammate on kickoff, then yeah, then don't soft cheat. But you know, if it's just kind of 50-50, then you need to soft cheat. Another mistake by me. I tried to go up for it. I probably should have just sat further back in net, so I could have played a little bit better goalie. I was also kind of a nice shot by him. See, a lot of pressure by these guys. You know what I'm saying? We are struggling to get it out of our half. So right there, I feel like that was perfect second man by me. I noticed he, you know, does something with the ball. I'm not really sure what he did, but I tried to speed it into the goal. They get a block, and thankfully our third man go ahead and comes up and, you know, puts it in. See, a couple saves already this game that I'm not getting credit for. Forgive me, guys. I'm kind of sick, so like if my voice like starts to fade or go out or crack or I cough, it's because I've been sick for a while. I'm trying to get a demo on that Dominus. It doesn't work. One thing to be mindful for, and this is going to sound really stupid, is like obviously my two teammates were already at goal, and I'm the third one coming into goal. What you kind of want to be mindful for is try not to, you know, get in their way or obviously hit them. Main thing is try not to get in their way because they're already playing the ball. You know what I mean? You're the new guy stepping in there. Saying that's what I mean is like, so that one is kind of my teammate's fault. I mean, to be honest, because like I said, what did I say? I said if it bounces off the wall earlier, I said if it bounces off the wall at this level, it's going to be an instant shot, and that's what happened. It bounced off the wall, it went up. None of my teammates went up. They didn't go up for a 50. They didn't, you know, neither one of them soft cheated, and we just instantly get punished for the goal. So it was, you know, we all three made mistakes. You know, I don't blame us. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. Sorry, my screen turned off. It's not easy winning a champ tourney. So that's why it's gonna take some practice. Obviously, I need to work on my game sense. I need to work on my mechanics, my overall consistency, and also I've been solo queuing a lot of these. Like a lot of the times where I say I make it to the finals or I make it to semifinals, have both been solo queue attempts. Really, really bad play by me. I should not have gone up for that. I should have noticed that I was so beat. The reason why I didn't just try to bang that at net or try to shoot a shot is because their third man obviously had the net covered. So the best thing I could do was try to hit it to the side and buy my team some time. What a crazy save by Swoozy there. I will say for Lasky is like in like there was this one game that we had in here where this dude was just scoring like crazy goals or really nice shots like back to back. This dude scored like probably like 3 or 4 goals in one game. Um, that one was really unfortunate by me. Uh, man, I feel like if I would have not whiffed that, try to get some kind of touch, preferably knock it out to one of the corners, maybe hit it back towards the middle of the field, towards the center of the field, maybe, we would have won that. Another whiff by me. Like I said, guys, my distance is off, and I don't realize it until post-tournament. So these are the final moments of, let's see. I'm trying to break this down play by play. I get a corner shot because kind of panicking, but I still have it. I would have had that save if Swoozy didn't have it. I'm kind of playing far post. I double commit with Lasky there because I wanted to cover a different angle than him just in case the ball cut inwards more. And then we get some kind of really weird like 50 from Swoozy and it pinches the ball backwards. Or I guess he tried to stop it. We all tried our best. Unfortunately, things just didn't play out in our favor. So here's the stats that I was telling you guys about. If you care, let's see. And I recorded this earlier, so I'm gonna try to think what I was thinking. But here's what I mean. Like I really wasn't scoring much. And like I said, I did have my pop off games where I scored a lot or scored a lot of goals and made a lot of saves. Unfortunately, round 1 and round 2 were not those. Oh, round 2 there's 4 saves. So I guess that's the game where I kind of popped off defensively. See, it's Lasky really scoring in our quarterfinals. Oh wait, see no goals by me. Yeah, no goal. It looks like no goals in game 2 or 3. But in semifinals is where I scored the most for our team. So yeah, one thing I want to say is like they definitely dominated us game 1, and game 2 was obviously we won, and game 3 was a close one. But look at our shot difference, and this is what I mean by like possession and just pressure. They have 8, 16, 13 shots on net, while we have 8, 4, and 8. What is that? 16. That's 20 compared to they have like easily over 30, probably even 35 shots. So they're 35. Like I'm just doing quick math off my head. I mean, you'll probably do the math and laugh at me, but you know, they probably have like 35 shots compared to our 20 shots. So, unfortunately, they did go. They obviously made it to the finals, and then they lost it in the finals. Some good games. Good looks, good looks, and hopefully, I stop running into GC. I mean, this game didn't really run into GC Smurfs, but hopefully, just in general, I stop running into GC Smurfs in champ tournaments, so I can get this title, man.